Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, guys? So I had like a quick shave, and I think my face is all red now.
お前はもう死んでいる。
So AJ is coming up, and I'm gonna try to scare him with this mask. So let's see what happens. Warning. The stunts in this vlog were performed by professionals, so for your safety and protection, we will skip the longest warning. Channel is the House Party 10. Follow me on social media as the House Party 10. Oh, are you scared?
Me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, my nipples got hard.
Oh, hell no! Why did it get turned on by a fucking... That's weird, bro. Okay, so Firan didn't get scared. He just got turned on by this mask. Like, that is weird, man. I have to leave this place. What's up? Oh.
Don't open it so slowly. I was like, what the hell?
You didn't even fucking give me a reaction, bro.
No, because I was like, is it the right?
Okay.
Alright.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yo, AJ, you're dead, bro.
Come on, Anika, everyone.
No face expression at all.
Yeah, because I was like, this is the right house.
Story of the day.
Alright, worst date I've ever been on. Okay, so I was talking to this guy for like maybe a week, and he showed up at my workplace,
Okay.
unannounced, and he was just like there, like for like half of my shift, and he wasn't really talking to anyone. And I worked in like a huge restaurant, and I was manning the bar, and so it was the end of my shift, and he's like, oh, do you want to ride home? And I'm like, sure, since you're already here, like, why not? So we get in his car, and he's like, oh, do you want to just go out for a drink? And I'm like, I kind of worked a 12-hour shift, and I'm in my work clothes. I kind of don't want to go on a date, but
Humiliation.
we can get a drink, that's fine. So we go to the restaurant, and he's like, oh, like, what do you want to drink? But, like, at that point, like, I was, like, super tired, so I'm like, oh, I'll just, like, have a water. Like, we could just, like, talk. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you like red wine. Let's get some red wine. So he orders 2 red wines. He's like, you want any food? And I'm like, I'm good. So we're, like, talking, and then it's, like, last call, because I finished work late, like, 12, and then last call was, like, 1 at the other place. And then, so the check comes, and he's like, I can't pay for this. And I'm just like,
No.
yeah. He's like, I'm sorry, I worked under a week. And I'm just like,
Why did you ask me
I
out?
didn't wanna be here. Like, I didn't even want any of this.
I wanted a water.
I wanted a water for real. But I'm just like, what if I didn't have any money, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we would have both been screwed.
Washington.
So he took you on a date, and then he's asking, like, can you pay for it?
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, like, that's one thing, but, like, you kind of took me here against my will, you know?
AJ, what do you call this kind of date, bro?
A trap. A trap.
Honestly, that alone was chaotic. And, like, our whole friendship after that was chaotic, so,
What did the thing say? You played yourself.
yeah.
You played yourself.
The drama.
I don't know, it's just random. Whenever you text me, God.
You're on. He got a second date.
Ultra kill.
You paid for that one.
Yeah, he did,
Okay.
actually. Because we didn't talk for a while.
Was he, like, really good looking?
He's good looking, but
That's why he got a second date.
but he was like oddly insecure, and he was like super good looking. But like I'd be talking to him, and all of a sudden he'd be like, "Are you looking at my nose?" And I'm like,
What?
"No." And he's like, "My nose is big," and I'm like,
What?
Fair.
Fair.
"Just talking
I'll
to
be
you.
like, yeah, it is.
We're in
Yeah,
a
it
car,
is."
so like I have no choice but to like look you
Now that
directly
you
in the
mention
face."
it.
So the third date, oh yeah, we went to a concert. It was so random. It was like 6 p.m. and I was with my other friend, and he's like, "Oh, I have tickets to a concert. Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "When?" He's like, "In a few hours." And I'm like,
Now.
I'm like, who is it for? And he's like, Smino. And I'm like, fuck, I have to go. So I went, and so he picked me up, and we were just talking, and then we get to the concert, and there's a lineup to get into the venue, and we're in the lineup, and he's like, to be honest, I don't even want to go to the concert. We can just talk. And I'm just like, we're in the lineup, like really close to getting in, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, we're like right here. And he's like, I know, but it's fine. We can just go back. And I'm just like, no, like, we're going to see this concert. Like, no way. And then he tried to tell me he was like, sensitive to the sound of the concert. And I'm like,
Why'd you come here in the
don't
first
you
place?
make music? Like, what
He's a serial killer. Let me tell you that.
Jesus.
Here's Johnny.
He's trying to kill you.
no, for real. I'm like, don't you make music? And
It's
he's
a
like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And honestly, I ignored him. We got inside the concert. It was cool.
You're boring.
It was cool. And then I seen like my ex-boyfriend that we just broke up like 2 weeks ago, and he was like right beside us. Can't make this up. Super crazy.
Trap. Trap again.
Trying to trap you.
Farad, do you want to tell your story when you were out with that dude?
Which
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Got you. So as you guys know, like videos are not working out for me, so this is a new kind of video.
Nice.
Okay, so this is your third date, right?
Oh, it's not even a date.
Yo,
It's just a really spontaneous story.
why do like random guys hit on you like that?
It's not even random guys.
Or like
Kind of
AJ?
like a girl and a guy.
And then we got married.
Imagine.
This is the guy who was asking about fucking paying for your wine and shit?
No.
No, this is not the guy.
Team Savage. Team
Okay, go on with your next
My random story.
adventure.
Okay. I was with a friend of mine, and she introduced me to her god sister. Cool. And then we're going to a party with people she knew. My friend knew these people. So we went downtown, went to this party. It was super whack. There's like 4 guys, and it was just like.
Do I know
us
this
three.
friend?
Yes.
Okay, I already feel like I
I
do.
think
Okay,
you
cool,
do.
cool, cool,
I'm
cool,
pretty
cool.
sure you do.
Okay.
So yeah, there's like 3 girls, 4 guys, but like, yeah, it was just kind of like weird. And then these other 3 girls came, and my one friend who knew the guy, she got like super turned up. So, she was like super lit, and she passed out. So we brought her to the bedroom, and she was just like sleeping. But we had her bed in like, we had her head in like a plastic bag because we were scared she was gonna gag and like just puke all over the place.
How you kill someone, by the way?
I think that's
Strap there.
So that's how we kill our friend.
Right. And yeah, so I'm in there, her god sister's in here, and then this guy comes in, and like I'm sitting in the corner. My friend's like dead on the bed, and then the guy and the girl are kind of just like flirting, like the god sister and the guy. Just like flirting, it was like cute. And I seen him like slap her ass, and I'm just like,
A few inches later.
I'm just like, oh, you should do that again. And he did
What?
it.
Oh,
Yes, I remember this. I
And
remember
he did
this.
it, and I'm just like, oh, you should take off her pants. And he did.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a mother.
And
what?
she was willing, and I'm just like,
Okay,
whoa.
I'm sorry,
okay.
mom. This is not what I thought.
I was like, what? Shit. Next thing I know, I'm basically like directing a porno. Like,
Oh shit, that's what it looks like I'm doing right now.
Nice.
Yo, this is not a porno. Here's Farad here. Here's AJ. We're not shooting anything.
yeah.
God.
I was like telling them.
Are you sure you
what
were
to
not
do.
in like those casting couch and like
Right?
this was like a regular party, right?
It was crazy. It was a regular party. It actually sucked, to be honest. A small get together.
Yeah, I remember the story.
But long story short, they were like having sex on the bed with my dead friend, who was her god sister, and then she woke up from like all the movement of the bed, and she started like cussing and going crazy.
Nothing because of y'all.
Which I would too, though.
Yeah, right. Like, no, that
I
guy's
would
ass
also.
was ridiculously close to her head.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she woke up,
He
she's
doesn't.
like, what the fuck is going on? But she was like super drunk. And then like they got like so embarrassed and they just put on their clothes and like, yeah, we ended up leaving. And then we're in the car and then like the god sister turns to like my friend and she's just like, why didn't you tell me your friends like this? And I'm just like, you consensually participated in
you
this.
joined in.
You liked it.
You joined in.
Like, don't act like that. And she's like, and her friend's like, yeah, she's kind of like that sometimes. And I'm like, damn, I don't know what kind of
Sometimes.
vibes I give off, but it was giving me dominatrix. Spontaneity. It was really random.
Damn, AJ, this is like your podcast. bro.
That
Bring
was
a
my
podcast.
story.
That was her story.
I remember this story very well. I do remember this story.
AJ, yo, you were not the guy, right?
Crazy.
I'm not one of the guys, but I remember
No,
the story.
Crazy story.
That's your boyfriend. You guys are getting married soon, right? Okay, no. No.
My poor future husband is probably gonna see this and be like, wow.
We are about to scare Tim
It's behind the scenes.
with her.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on. You want it on the couch? Come here now. You're gonna scare him.
Woodpecker.
AJ still thinking.
Fuck me? No, that's fuck you.
I'm sorry.
That's why I said my buddy still has the best. Oh, what the fuck?
You're trying to fucking scare you.
I'm a soldier. These shoulders hold up so much they won't budge. I'll never fall or fold.